5 to 7 minutes. Alright, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
I am Aniket and I am here to share with you my experiences of my high performance leadership project as a part of Toastmasters. It was 2017, October 18th. I was looking at my phone and I had just downloaded the poster of iStars. I was the number one in 5th week in a row and I was so proud of myself. I was going to clubs every day giving speeches, and suddenly I thought that as I'm giving speeches, there were two more people who were very close to me. If I missed just one speech, they were going to go on the first rank and I would lose my first rank. Those are some of my fond memories from 2017 because Toastmasters was turned into a game for us. We, the group of 4 to 5 people, we were going everywhere, going to different clubs, making a network, giving speeches, experiencing different crowds, experiencing different challenges. At the same time, we're trying to plan for our speeches. This helped in a few ways. Number one, my network increased. In the end, your network is your net worth. Number two, a lot of people knew me and I knew them. If I'm looking for judges, if I'm looking for external speakers, so that network really grew very well. And the third thing is my confidence grew in a great way because now I could speak on any stage and I could know where to go for which kind of speech. Now let's switch back to 2019, June 30th. When the previous division director stepped down and I stepped in as a new division director for Division I. And now I had an opportunity to go mad scientist and I had 1 year to do all experiments I can in and around Electronic City. So I put the scientist hat on and I said, let me come up with a few initiatives which will help our members. The most important thing that I wanted to push everyone towards was to go to other clubs and give speeches, do evaluations, do general evaluation and all of that. For that, we recreated iStars. How many of you have heard about iStars? No? Okay. So iStars is an initiative. The I stands for Division I. And whenever you go to a different club, maybe a struggling club, you get 30 points. And a struggling club member comes to your club and gives a speech. He or she also gets 30 points. At the end of the week, we calculate all of their points together and publish the list of the stars of this week. As we started planning, this initiative was in a mess because it started with finding the leader. I found a really great leader. His name is Gaurav Nigam and he is a great orator. He is into arts and drama and he can do many things. Leadership is something that was new to him. So when we started, it started with the technical aspects of how do we track, how do we give points, how do we get volunteers, do we do everything ourselves or do we have more teams? So we built up a team, we asked for nominations, all the 4 areas sent their people. We educated them on how to do, what to do. Then it came to evangelizing this program throughout the division and telling them about it. So during the installation of each and every meeting, every new club had installation. So we used that opportunity, asked every area director to speak to your members, ask them to go to other clubs and give speeches. And that was taken up very well as well. And that is when we had another pitfall. And the pitfall was the technical challenge of the actual tracking sheet. Whatever we could do, it wasn't getting fixed. So we were on it for a long time. In fact, our team's morale quite went down. We thought that it might not work out this year. But the twist in the tail came 2 months ago when actually the sheet was fixed by someone called as Adnan from Infosys Toastmasters Bangalore. And the moment it was fixed, everyone was back in super energy. We rolled it out. I said, let's push out the first poster with the data that we have. Don't wait for others. Because this is a mammoth activity of getting data from 24 clubs, putting it together, creating a sheet, creating a poster, putting it out, and then calling all these people, telling them that, hey, your name is on the list. So you can see, getting data from good clubs it's easy part because they're already good clubs. Getting data from the struggling clubs who are not able to have regular meetings, who have just 3 people in the meeting, how do we get data from them? So motivating those members of the club, that was the challenge. And that's all about iStars. Today, we are standing at a point that everyone in Division I is talking about this initiative. People are looking forward to the next poster that we are going to share. Next poster is coming out today. Another challenge that we faced was that the iStars coordinator were unsure, I only have half of the data, then how can I post the poster? That is where I told them that time and tide waits for no one. whichever date you have, if you keep time as the constant and keep pushing out the data, it's going to be fine. The second initiative we ran is something called as Super 30. It was born just 2 gullies from this office in that Udupi Grand, which has recently opened and now closed. I was standing there having coffee and I read that today is 5th of September, the Teacher's Day. And I'm a passionate mentor myself. So I thought, why not come up with something called as Super 30, which is a mentoring initiative. So we immediately rolled out a poster in half an hour. By the end of the day, we had 25 nominations from Division I, people who wanted to be mentors. So we got more and more people. Now we have a pool of 30 members, and all of those 30 members are helping the new clubs, they're helping the struggling clubs. In fact, we have an entire pool of mentors who are only working with the people who want to contest this year. So training the champions, catch them young and watch them grow. That's the motto for this particular initiative. And the third initiative we have believes in the fact that you can measure or you can manage what you can measure. And that is where the Pathways tracker came into picture. We have something called as a Pathways tracker where the entire club's roster or all the list of the members and who gave which project on which day and where are they standing today. All of this is being done at every club. All that data is being given to the area directors, all that data is being given to me, and we have a global division level roster where we can see who is doing what. Which means, as the contest season comes, what's the eligibility for the contest? ISC?
Should be in a good standing and would have completed
minimum level 2.
Level 3.
Level 2.
Level 2.
Level 2 or CC6. So how many people have actually filed level 2? Just open the sheet and I have the data.
Correct.
We are doing a Pathways marathon and I want to know how many people are close to completing the level 1. Look at the sheet, we have the data. If I want to know how many members have not come on the stage for the last 6 months, again the sheet comes and helps you. So we have the mentors who are pushing the members to go and give speeches using iStars. Using iStars, when they get points and they get motivated, they will go and file awards and that will be being tracked in the Pathways tracker. So there are 3 initiatives who are actually backing each other up, and together with these initiatives is where I am proud to say that Division I is enthralling this year. Thank you. Over to you.